AP Calc 1.2, limits at a point, day 2. So we're still talking about the limit as x approaches a. So when I say limit at a point, I'm referring to as x approaches a number. And more specifically, today we're only focusing on what is known as vertical asymptotes. All right, that's the only lesson. That's all I'm talking about today, a vertical asymptotes. Coming from algebra, you should have seen a vertical asymptote. And there are multiple types, there are a couple of types of vertical asymptotes. So sometimes you might have a vertical asymptote at A that looks something like this. It goes up, and it goes up. And you know, we might even draw it. Like, you might put that little dashed line in there, but sometimes we don't see it. So that's one type of vertical asymptote. And you might also get a vertical asymptote that looks like the following. It might go up on one side, and it might go down on the other. Now, both of these are vertical asymptotes. And the key thing about the vertical asymptote is actually about the limit. A vertical asymptote is defined by what the y value approaches as x approaches that value. All right? Now, on the first graph, what is happening as x is getting closer to that value a? Now, in practice, it's going to be like x approaches 2 or 3. A will be an actual number. But what is happening to the graph as x approaches a? It's increasing. That's good. Okay, can you give me a little bit more detail? How? Not only is it increasing, but what? Just this one over here. So it's increasing. Anything else that you could tell me about this? What is the y value doing? Y is increasing. Okay. It's going infinite. Okay. It's going towards infinity, we call it, and an infinite value. It's going to go up, up, and up, and up, and it's never going to stop. Now, in this case, the value never actually reaches the value of a. It gets closer and closer to a, but it doesn't actually reach it. Now, what about the right graph? What is different on the right side graph? One side's going up. One is it's increasing on one side. It's decreasing on the other. Okay, so what is the left side approaching? Infinity. What is the right side approaching? And that's the key word, negative infinity. You don't have to write positive infinity. If you just say infinity, that means positive infinity. Sometimes you might get a habit of writing positive infinity. But now, what is also different between these two? What's happening here on the left and the right that's important from our lesson yesterday? There we go. On this one. I'm looking just on this graph. Why? The what values? The limit, the y value. The y's are not approaching the same value. All right? So in this case, we would say the limit does not exist. So let's write those down in terms of how the questions would look. So in this graph over here, the limit as x approaches a from the left-hand side of f of x is equal to what? Infinity. Now, if you want to write a little positive symbol, a plus sign in the front, that's perfectly fine. You don't have it. All right, it looks like a sideways 8. This one. The limit as x approaches a from the right-hand side of f of x is equal to infinity. Therefore, the limit as x approaches a of f of x is infinity. Now, here's a little small disclaimer, and it's not going to affect you on the AP exam. Some textbooks, not ours, have the definition that limits cannot actually be infinity because infinity isn't a number. So you can't approach infinity. Does that make sense? So in some textbooks, you might actually see D and E, D and E, D and E. Delta math, and for us, we're going to follow this method. Delta math will accept both answers. So if the answer is infinity, delta math will actually accept D and E. And you might see that when you look at a delta math and it does the explanation, it's going to say D and E or infinity, D and E or negative infinity. It'll say something like that because some textbooks define it. This is how we do it because we want to show what the graph means. Because one of the things I'm going to ask you is, and this is going to get a little bit more advanced, I'm going to give you this information and I'm going to ask you to sketch this. So we're going to eventually flip this. Not right now, but we'll get there. We're going to flip the picture. We're going to flip the script. I'm going to tell you this, and I want you to sketch me this. Okay? Or I might just give you the bottom one. That's all I really need to do. Over on the right-hand side, the limit as x approaches a from the left-hand side of f of x is infinity. Or D and E, according to technically delta math and other textbooks. The limit as x approaches a from the right-hand side of f of x equals negative infinity. Therefore, the limit as x approaches a of f of x equals does not exist. That's the only answer for that one. If they don't point in the same direction, if the left and right are not both pointing up or both pointing down, the two-sided limit does not exist. Whereas this one, they're both pointing up, so the limit is infinity. Yeah, or technically the textbook. Now on the AP exam will never ask you one-sided limits on infinity. They'll only ask you two-sided, and they'll only give you a picture like this. On the AP exam, you'll only see examples of this, and they'll only ask this question because they don't want you to be confused. They don't want there to be multiple answers. So if they ask you the question on the exam, it'll always be this picture or flip, pointing down, pointing up, such that the answer is D and E. They don't want to give you the answer where you're going to have infinity. Okay? Does that make sense? Because this is the only time there's a singular answer, and that's what the AP exam needs, a singular answer. But you want to understand what's going on. Did I answer the question? All right, that's all I have for you.